Are you all ready to experience the process? Some people on their mobiles there at the back. Right, I think it's quite important to just really focus, think and work with me, because the concept is important as well as the clicks. If you understand the concept of the blog, then you're ready. Right. So let's start with creating our blogs as digital scholars. In the short little video, you will be able to retrace the steps on how to do this. So first of all, if we look at our own blog, of the course blog, the most important thing is there are static parts, which makes the blog function like a website. And in any blog at the top here, you will see there are little menu items, about the course, day one, and home, and those are fixed pages. So the concept of you actually building a website in a way that has fixed pages is important. But then also a blog, in its truest sense, have these things which are called posts, which are quite dynamic. And they are often on the home page of a blog, where you post many things, and the newest one is always at the top, and then they move down, and they get archived after a while. So remember, that's the very important distinction of a blog, and you are going to create both of these. The site itself with pages, but also with posts. It will become clear once you get into it and start doing it. The other thing is you can create themes, different themes, and you can work with where what is and the layout and all of those things. We can play around with them as well. How to do it is the following way. We go to a new tab in our web browsers, or open up just a web browser, and we go to www.blogger.com. Enter. Now, if you're not signed into your computer with your Gmail or your Google account, then you will see this page. And I'm just going to click on create your blog. If you're signed into your Gmail or whatever, it will look a bit differently, because you will just be signed into Blogger as it were. But let's take you through this journey. I'm just going to say I want to create my blog. Now the first thing is it wants to know, who are you? Which Google account must we use? Obviously you all have Google accounts, and that is my personal Google account. You just sign in, I put the password. Right, and now I'm in Blogger. Now nowadays, the sites have made it so easy. You actually just have to read and follow the instructions. That's what I'm going to do now. So it asks me the title for the blog. Now I've heard many of you have good ideas. So a title is often, quite a good way of pulling people to your blog. So it might be a creative thing, a fun thing, or an innovative thing, or a descriptive thing. Doesn't matter. So I'm just going to write my innovative fun title. Now we get to the address. The address is the website address, the URL that your blog will now get on the internet. Okay, it will be .blogspot.com or .co.za. Now the address is what people have to type in the browser. So that's also quite important. So if you are on an education PhD journey, you would maybe say my edphdjourney.blogspot.com, or you could try using your name, or we've heard examples of biology 124, But here you will have to play around, because some of the obvious ones probably would have been taken. So if I try ferrari.blogspot.com, it says, sorry, this blog address is not available, because it's obvious, nobody's used it before. But I could try Ferrari 2007-6, that's unique. I try it, oh, it's available, you see. So at this point, you must actually be quite clever and clear about, am I happy with that address that is available? Because that is going to stick. Understand what I'm saying? So the title you can always change, but that web address is fixed. So if you get a great one and you're going to use it, then stick with it. Now the next thing is to choose a theme. The theme can also all be changed later on. That's the beauty of a blog.
Just 1 second. Can you delete your blog?
Delete. Yes.
The whole thing.
Yes, definitely.
So I know more than...
Just hit the delete button. You can do that, yeah. So you can create many blogs, you can delete blogs, you can copy blogs as templates. It's quite versatile. What I suggest that you start with a simple kind of theme. So I'm just going to choose simple, and then I click create blog. Now one will have to get just a bit used to this interface, and you guys will so easily become used to this interface. Right, so remember, a blog or a website has a front face. That is what you see when you go to the blog. It looks pretty, it's colors and pictures, etc. But all those websites have a little thing at the back. That is where, it's like the engine room of that website. So to change something on the website, you need to change something in the engine and how it works. So what we are seeing here is basically the so-called back end, the back end of your blog. On the left-hand side, you will see these things I've already mentioned. Can you see there's posts? Remember, they are dynamic. That is what you just create on the fly. They come on the front page of the blog, and it's flowing. But look here, there we have pages. These are the static ones. These are the fixed menu items of your blog, which then functions almost like a website. Contact me page, my teaching philosophy page, or whatever. Or read more about myself, or the fixed stuff. You will see here, there, you can always get back to the theme. I'm not going to do it now, but you can always change your theme at the drop of a hat. Choose a new one if it's not working for you. You will also see there's the layout. That we also not going to go into detail, but if you click on that, you will see exactly where these different things are, like placeholders on this web page of yours. So what am I talking about? This, I and Wim, I think you agree, have found to be quite a good way to deal with it. Look at what I'm doing. You see there it says view blog. I right click, I say open link in a new tab. Okay. That's the blog, that's the front-facing one. And in this tab, it's the back room, it's the back end, that's where I build things. So what I always do is I build something here, then I go to the site and I check, how does it look, is it working, etc., etc. So, yeah, that's the most important thing. So the basic first thing that you will do is to create a post, because that's the most logical first thing. And basically I'm going to say posts, and there you just have to say create a new post. I click new post, and now you will see it's almost like writing a Word document. It doesn't have all the functionality of Word, for example, but you can get quite far. A post always has a title. Often it's nice if it's quite a short, funky, punchy title, etc. So we just say funky title number 1, and here you start writing your post. And you can experiment later on, but you can put in links, would be to websites. If you want to put in a link to the Stellenbosch University website, just put in the text there, and the URL, remember, is a website address. Right, and you can also say open this link in a new window. That it doesn't come over your page, but it opens even another tab. So that's a good way of getting people to stay on your page. There I've put a link, and the last thing I'm going to just do is create a little photo, and you can upload a file from your computer or from this blog. There's nothing there, or from these are just some Google photos, and there's the Google Scholar. What's great about Google, it knows about all the other blogs that you have, and you can just like mix and match between them. Let's say I want that one. I click, I add selected, and the image appears. Right. So these are normal things. I can make a heading, for example, and I can have normal paragraph, etc. I can use bold, I can use italics, I can underline, I can change font color. You play around, that's the easy part. The concept is very important. Right. Now, we can go into many of these other things, but at this stage, the important thing is to either save the page, then you come back later and you continue working on it, or I want to show you what happens when I publish. I click publish, and now, remember I said on the one you work, on the other one you check. Now I open up that one. Did anything happen? No. What is wrong here? I have not refreshed the page. So I must refresh the page by clicking that, and can you see, voila, by magic, what I've written at the back end now appears on the web page. That's how easy it is. The other thing we need to do is create pages, and the page is, as a post, so easy. Page number 1, and there's again your writing. Remember, this is the static part of the website, and we can just publish it. And here the only little snag of Blogger, I don't know if you remember, is that if I test this now and I reload, the page isn't there, and you think, oh, there's something very, very wrong here. So just remember, and we'll go through all of you to make sure it's working. Here you just need to be clever in the layout. We actually have to add a page, what they call gadget. So we're going to add something that tells Blogger, listen, at the top of the page, put the pages there as links. So I'm clicking add gadget, and here you can add many great little gadgets like HTML, little blocks and scripts. You can do featured post, blog search, profile, etc. The one we want are the pages. Okay, so we add pages, title is optional, and here you can see there's my page 1. Remember the one I've just created? I select it and I save. I click save arrangement. That's the other important thing. Always do something, save. Do something, confirm. Do something, update. I go there, and now as if by magic at the top here, it's going to hopefully appear. I refresh the page. Can you see there's my page 1? There's my home. That is the basic of a blog that functions as a website with pages and a menu, as well as posts, which are the more dynamic ones that appear at the bottom. The rest you can figure out by always coming back here, playing with the layout. I can just show you how easy it is to change the theme. It also works great on mobile phones automatically, so you don't have to do that. But I could, for example, choose this one. I just say, oh, I like that one, apply to blog, download the theme. I hope it's going to be, oh, it's a difficult one. No, that's not the good one. Okay, let's say apply. I refresh. Now it's orange. Now it's blue. The same building blocks, just another paint color. You can upload background images. You can do many things. You can make it look pretty. You can customize the colors, the fonts, all of those things. But for now, for you, the first thing is actually just to get up and running with your first blog. Thank you and good luck and enjoy.